Here is Cam Little, ready to get this thing started. And off we go from SoFi. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Right side. Complete to Nakua. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll look to throw. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. So a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It gives them an automatic first down. Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
2nd and 7. Here's a first carry for their running back. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing moved.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
It's now 4th down and 1.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. And he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then
to the pylon, he's in. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Plays going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. 1 quarter in the books. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. It's first down, and they'll run. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Man in motion is Smith. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Williams to the air once more. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Here's a run. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge. Drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 17 touchdowns now on the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll go right and find his running back. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Bears have it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focus.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. Here's 2nd and 2. The motion man is Nakua. Finding space at the 40. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these 2 guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Puka. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
They'll look to throw again. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. gets to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. Here comes the jet sweep. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. They'll throw out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This from 30 yards out. Carty's kick is good. And the Rams will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. They bring a tight end in motion left. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. This is caught down that right sideline. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. handoff here, up the middle, and the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he'll take it on in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. Little on now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears are on top. It's 14-10. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Unloads downfield looking for McCool. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Rams.
And what a swing in momentum here as you go into the half. Here you are offensively. Not only are you losing, but you really just have a desperation, no time on the clock. Let's see if we can steal some points. And you convert. Tell you what, that locker room looks a lot different now than it did a few minutes ago.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. The kick is good, so add one more. It will take a first-half lead into the locker room. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think you're going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Jared Verse there to make the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Williams. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Quick throw here is complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be taken down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's Williams now to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll go play action here with Williams. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. This one A deep shot for Rice.
And as the game goes on, these are the throws they got to find a way to connect with, those chunk plays. I like the idea of pushing it downfield, but the next time they get an opportunity, they've got to find a way to connect.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They run over center with Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
It's 3rd and 10.
It is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now a 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. The pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The Bears send out their punt team. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly. But can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
A run on 1st and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Williams going to keep it himself. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Back to throw. Going up top and looking for Flowers. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to try it here again. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Back to the sideline and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Now a give on the ground. Whoa! And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. off play action. Here's Williams. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Up the middle they go. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give up the middle. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A play fake. Now Williams to the goal line and in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Bears are going to extend their lead.
17. Cam Little to kick off.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now the Rams going to use the 1st of their timeouts. Second and 7. Throwing now from the gun. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. Deron Bland. Good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's 3rd and 7. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. Now, faking the give, unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. That's caught! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. That's another Rams first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Quick throw, taken in. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He pulls it in around the 5. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
The extra point from Carney is good. And the Rams are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Oh, he coughs up the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. 3rd and 5. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
a 55-yard attempt.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They finish off the regular season with some momentum, and they'll wait